Three, two, one,
Jingle! Happy time has just begun. Brother, sister, smart, dumb, fun.
yeah.
Yes, my sister is wearing what I would call, I don't know if you guys remember, what did they used to call them, the Snuggies?
I can't remember. I like to call this my tent hoodie.
Ann is wearing a tent hoodie. Ann Brothers, check your microphone. Which microphone are you using? Are you using the microphone or the... Are you sure?
It's on, isn't it?
All right.
Can you...
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, Ann is wearing a tent hoodie. Otherwise known as the tent slanket. So the Snuggie was a thing back, I don't know, like 2008, and it was this thing where it was a blanket and it was a robe all at the same time that you wore kind of on the front. And then Tina Fey gave us the slanket, which was that version in 30 Rock, which is one of the best comedies ever written by a human brain, Tina Fey's brain. So among others, she had many excellent writers on that show. So yeah,
many.
Here we are doing a late night show, late night Sunday. I know it feels late because it's 7:00 and it's been dark out for like hours now, and we haven't seen the sun in Michigan in a while. We've gotten spoiled these last couple winters because they've been like relatively sunny winters, and we have returned to form so far this November.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the extended forecast, and it looks to be more of the same. So,
pretty much.
Welcome back, winter in Michigan. We missed you.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 60 on Tuesday and maybe snow on Thursday.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, so that's fun. That sounds fun.
Super fun. Yeah, love it.
Yeah. So, Ann, you and I have had I would say, a relatively whirlwind and exhausting weekend of doing the thing I hate more than anything in the universe, which is shopping. So, this is how much I love you, my viewers / listeners, is the fact that I spent way too much time shopping this weekend, which I despise. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes. So here we are. We are on a Sunday. We are coming at you late because it took me a long time to process all of the data, and I didn't even process half of it. That's how much data we collected yesterday, both qualitative and quantitative. And we have many things to say about our venture to both Costco and Sam's Club. About this time last year, we did a breakdown of Costco because we are both Costco members, full disclosure. And so we talked about it because we like it. And then we had people asking us if we would do some sort of comparison of Sam's Club to Costco. So we finally have done it.
Yeah.
We had to have a little help, and we'll talk about that as we get more into the show here. But yeah. So Ann, now why is it that you got chilly today? What was it you were doing today?
I was taking one of the last days where it wasn't raining and it was at least over 50 degrees, and I finished washing my windows inside and out. We need new windows. There's no doubt about it, but I'm trying to put it off for one more year. And I was like, oh, I got to clean these windows. They're so gross. And our windows are, they're older and they're not great they're not easy to clean. So, and so I had this hose and I got water all over me. And I was like, I'm chilly and cold. I need my comfy slanket. My tent hoodie, my Pusheen tent hoodie. This is my wedding anniversary. This is in case you were wondering what to get for your significant other at year 27. Tent hoodie. Nothing says love like tent hoodie.
Yeah. I'm in my sexy tent hoodie.
Exactly. With my cotton panties and this tent hoodie.
And what are you wearing underneath it? I'm like, cotton panties and sweatpants.
Cotton underwear that go up to my belly button.
She's got her granny panties on.
Exactly. It's sexy tonight. I'm super sexy. So there you go.
Well, what are you going to do? These things happen. And, for the record, Duncan got you that. So
exactly. And I was thrilled. I am thrilled at this moment. It was it's one of the best gifts I've ever received.
Nice. That's a
Mhm.
bold statement.
Yeah, I
That is
know.
a very bold statement.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start jumping into this because I don't know how long this is going to take tonight.
Right.
So we'll see.
Mhm.
We will, of course, shoot to keep it in an hour, and maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get through it so quickly that we'll be done in like 20 minutes, but
Who
that
knows?
really never happens. So anyway,
Uh-huh.
we're talking about it. Here we go. This is the battle of the big boxes. That is not a euphemism. So
Yeah.
ew, gross. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Yes, so let's get to it. I'm actually gonna move this thing over here. I've got two screens, Anne, so I'm gonna move it to my second screen so I can actually
Oh,
look at you and look at it and you and it and you and it. Here we go.
there we go.
All right, Anne, why don't you take? I'm gonna do a lot of talking tonight. So why don't you take us through the synopsis?
I'd be happy to. So we are Anne and Janice brothers, and our last name is Brothers, and we are sisters. I don't know else better to explain it. We're in our 50s, which makes us Generation
father.
X.
Same mother.
I know. It's pretty straightforward. Like I said, we're Generation X. We're in our 50s. That means that when we were growing up, we got yelled at for having conditions. So that was a definite, stuff that now we take, we're like, hey, let's give this some time and effort. And we didn't have that then. You were either good or bad.
To your dyslexia, Anne? Are you referring to that you got yelled all the time because you couldn't read because you had dyslexia? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but it wasn't just like
Yes.
I was. I was in school with this kid who he had ADHD, and man, he not got nothing but grief. He got yelled at. Everybody was yelling at him, and I was like, but yeah, that was just a thing. Anxiety, depression, dyslexia, being learning disabled. That was all. You
Something
just
you
weren't
get yelled
trying.
at for.
You got yelled at for that. You just weren't trying hard enough. And that's a definite Gen X thing. Yeah, we got yelled at if we had conditions. We talk about smart stuff, fun stuff, dumb stuff, and any combination of the three. We are not cool, hip, or sexy, and we know this because we are registered to vote. Not that it did us any good, but
I know, right? And
we are
you have a
registered.
tent hoodie.
And I have a tent hoodie on. We're not a celebrity influencer or true crime podcast. We are the Big Box Store podcast, cram packed with the good stuff that you definitely need.
It's true.
It's true.
Cram packed. Yeah.
Cram packed. We are great to listen to when you want to learn things about stuff, and because you'll be spending a lot of quality time with your family over the next 5 weeks, and you will need a happy break. And that's us. We're your happy break. You're welcome.
That's right. We're also going to be your go-to for the next 4 years. So 4 years, people. Yeah. Okay.
Don't start panicking.
Sure. I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels right.
It feels right. This podcast is not G, PG, or even PG-13. We swear and we know things. Yes.
That's right.
Join us on our website, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. And you can like us, follow us, hit the bell. What was it? Slam that button.
Smash that button. Smash it.
Smash it. Leave us a review. Give us your feedback with our questions and answers, any polls that we might send out there. And you can ask Alexa to play us. And she's a righteous dude. She will play us.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
That is very correct. Yeah. I was just thinking about that whole conditions thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember like falling down and scraping my knees, and it'd be like I had like a short window where I could cry, and then I had to like turn it off, because after that I was just annoying.
You're fine.
You're fine. It was enough of that. So you got like a real brief window, but yeah.
Well, the good news is that taught me how to play through more than one concussion. So that's true.
Because again, concussions, that was a condition that you got yelled at for having. I'm like, you just weren't, you're not a team player.
Tough enough.
Exactly. Like all of that.
I can think of at least 3 concussions in my high school career alone that I played through because I didn't want to get in trouble.
Because I didn't want to get in trouble. I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna get yelled at for this. So yeah,
Totally.
It was a thing. It was a real thing. I'm what were you trying to do? Like, be the center of attention? What are you, selfish? Are you self-centered? Like, we don't have anything better to do than to worry about your problems, So yeah.
Yeah. That's grand.
Yeah. It was. And so now Gen X has raised a generation that's like really in tune to what's going on with them and their feelings. And yeah, enjoy that.
Great. I love it. That's nice for them. It's nice.
It is.
So,
Because I was like, wow, you didn't get yelled at for that? Mm.
yeah, I like it. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So please do, you guys, please like us, subscribe, leave a review, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and share our love with those that you love or those that you hate and you just really want to annoy. So there you go.
Exactly.
Put the word out to your friends, like us, subscribe, leave a review. Sharing is caring. Share our podcast. We would love to hear from you. If you're watching the show tonight, we would love to hear your comments, confessions. Oh, look, we have a comment. Let's go.
Oh, yay.
Let's go to that comment. All right. It's Sam Adamsberger. Sam Adamsberger says, my favorite quote, I'm going to put this out there. She said, my favorite quote was, I died once in the 70s on the monkey bars. I shook it off as expected.
I remember Jenny falling off the monkey bars when she was like 4 when we lived in Colorado, knocked the breath out of her. And like the next, it was like, okay, shake it off. Oh, one time I got a concussion. I smacked into somebody's head, passed out. I passed out. I was out of it all night, like nauseous, sick, like fuzzy head. I couldn't see anything. And my parents didn't take me to the hospital.
Yeah, you were on the playground. I remember that happening.
Yeah.
You were a mess. I was like,
I was a mess. I mean, I couldn't, like, my eyes, it was like it was like staticky. I couldn't see anything. I was like, I had this fierce headache, and my parents put me to bed.
Oh, that's like the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to keep them awake so they don't die in the middle of the night,
My parents put me to bed. Yeah, that's exactly. They didn't take me to the ER. They put me to bed.
Nice. I love it. All right. Let's talk about our smart stuff, dumb stuff, and fun stuff that happened this week. And why don't you kick us off?
All right. Well, my fun stuff, and it's so amazingly fun. My friend Chip, who we will also talk about more tonight, gave me for my birthday a jar of Whimsy. And it's this little jar, and it's full of fun toys and stickers, and it's amazing. In fact, my favorite thing that I pulled out today was a little capybara magnet.
And I put those on my refrigerator.
Oh man, I'm kind of like mildly obsessed with capybaras right now. I'm watching a bunch of reels on them on Facebook, and they're so fun. It was like, look at capybara. Anyway, I'm a sucker for tiny fun shit, and now I have a whole jar of it, and I'm gonna give it away to people. I'm so excited.
I knew you were gonna love it. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, Anna's gonna poo herself. She will be so excited.
I'm yeah, I am thrilled, and it's full of all the things I like: little animals, stickers. Little animal stickers.
There's a wooden fuck in there, so now you have a fuck to give, Aunt Brothers.
Exactly. There's like a half a dozen fucks. I have like half a dozen fucks to give.
We've got the amazing Jen Padgett with us right now. She says, I got a concussion in high school during jazz singers rehearsal and then donated blood for the first time. Not the smartest thing I've ever done. Just saying. Wow, that is high. Wait, you got a concussion jazzing. That's amazing. That's badass.
That's some badass jazz singing, and that's what that is.
It's like jazz singing for gladiators. I love that.
That is exactly it. It's so funny because you're like, you probably went to the blood drive, like, yeah, I have a concussion. They're like, it's okay, you're gonna lay down.
Here's some water and a snack.
And a snack. Maybe you could have 2. Maybe not. We got other kids to give snacks to. You're not the only person here with a concussion.
Oh, our high school just had its blood drive the other day, which is great that they do this blood drive. But I'm sitting there giving blood, and I look across the circle of blood givers, and there's this poor kid who is the wrong color. Somebody get that boy some juice. Exactly. He was white as a sheet. I'm like, whoa, damn. So yeah, well done, Jen Padgett. You're badass. So,
you're badass. Exactly.
Yes. I'm like, what were those jazz singers doing? Those jazz singers were doing some serious kicks. She got kicked in the head jazz singing.
Those were like atomic jazz hands,
Ooh, like nuclear jazz hands.
Exactly. Mushroom cloud jazz hands.
Oh, I like it.
Mhm,
I need
yes.
a T-shirt that just says, "I got nuclear jazz hands." You're welcome, America. All
Exactly.
right. So my so dumb this week was the Tyson Paul fight night. We did not watch all of it. We watched the first fight, which was terrible. Basically, two boys slapping at each other, like a couple of cats that were like lovingly petting each other. Yeah, it was bad. So neither of us were. It was that it didn't start till 8 o'clock, which is practically bedtime for me, especially on a Friday. So I turned it off. And then, of course, I read all the reviews and all the stuff the next day about how terrible the fight was. I'm like, well, that's a no-brainer. You're dealing with a 60-year-old man and an amateur fighter. Nothing good is going to come of that. However, the women's fight, I watched the women's fight this morning because they're still rerunning it. And that was literally one of the best fights I have ever seen. Those women were not kidding around. That was the only, I feel like maybe one of two real fights in the evening. And I think Jake Paul's a dick. And, I think Mike Tyson's a dick. But I will say this about Jake Paul is that he put these two women, now these two women, uh, I can't think of their names.
Amanda
Um,
Serrano.
Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. These are two legendary fighters. They are in the women's fight game. They are two of the most decorated fighters in the history of women's fighting. They're both in their late 30s. They've both been fighting for years. They were the first women to ever headline a card at Madison Square Garden. They got to fight in front of 70,000 people at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, and they got to fight in front of 60 million Netflix viewers, which is incredible. So, as much as I don't like Jake Paul, what he did for some of the fighters in this fight card and what he's been doing for some of these fighters is getting them paid, is getting them exposed, is getting them um, dollars, life-changing money for these women, which I think they deserve that. And the fight that they put on was incredible. And I will say this about the fight. Katie Taylor won the fight in a unanimous decision. And my comment is that she needs to file a police report, or at least Amanda Serrano needs to file a police report because she got robbed in that fight. As much as I like Katie Taylor, I think they're both incredible fighters. They're both awesome women. Amanda Serrano clearly won that fight. I don't know what the judges were looking at, but I will say this. The cut that Amanda Serrano sustained as a result of an unintentional headbutt was nauseating. That's the best thing I can say about that. It was gross. I'm going to see if I can find the overlay of the cut because it is bad. Oh, here it is right here. Can you see that?
Oh
Over her
my
eye.
God.
Yeah, it was like she had a third eye.
I was
She got
just going to
cut.
say that. I was like, it's like she has another
Yeah.
eye. Oh my
It
God,
is.
that
It was
poor woman.
so bad. And she got cut in like the third round and she fought 10 rounds. And she fought
Oh,
7 of those rounds with that eye. And I'm like, damn. And she still pressed the action. She outpunched. She landed a higher percentage of punches. I do not know how she lost that fight. I just, and Katie Taylor was game. I mean, those two women stood right in the middle of the ring and threw punches. And it was just great. It was great action. And like I said, just really happy for them that I'm sad for Amanda Serrano because she lost a fight that she won, but I'm really happy because it was the only good thing to come of that absolute shit show on Netflix. So yeah,
woof.
so yeah, Jake Paul, you're still a dick, but good job getting a lot of people a lot of money this weekend. So
Oh,
well done.
okay. Jenny, you gotta take that picture down. It's grossing me out.
Okay. Dude, at one point she got headbutted in the third, and then she got headbutted again in the later round, and it opened it up again, and then at one point the blood is just squirting out of it. You're like, no, God, gross.
Oh, that's why I think it just man, learn to read, man. It's gotta be less terrible.
I don't know. So anyway, but yeah, her Amanda Serrano and her sister are both fighters, and they've actually the first sister pair that female fighters that actually held titles at the same time in different weight classes. So
Wow.
pretty awesome. But yeah,
That's
everything else about
amazing.
that night was dumb. And Mike Tyson should never fight again. 60-year-old men should not fight. Okay, enough said. Enough said about that. All right, let's get to it.
Mm-hmm. Costco.
Costco versus Sam's Club. Here we go. All right. I'm going to take over for a little bit, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the who's who of Costco and Sam's Club. We're not going to go into big history of either of them. We're just going to tell you they are both membership-only warehouse club retail stores, otherwise known as big box stores. like you said earlier, these are the places that you think of when you think of big box store.
Mhm.
Costco is owned by Costco Wholesale Corporation. They first opened in 1983. They rank first in membership only warehouse club retail stores, and it's not close. They're the third largest retailer in the world. They are also the world's largest retailer of beef, organic foods, wine, and rotisserie chicken. So
There you go.
there you go. They are absolutely the Goliath of membership only warehouse club retail stores. Sam's Club is owned by Walmart Inc. They were founded in 1983, and they basically are second class citizens when it comes to membership only warehouse club retail stores. Okay, I'll stop saying that because I've said it now 3 times in the last 30 seconds. It's annoying. So there you go. There they are. Now you know the history in particulars, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're going to talk about how we did this. We went to both Sam's Club and Costco yesterday. We went to the Costco in Oshtemo Township in Michigan. We went to the Sam's Club in Portage, Michigan. So that's where we went.
Mhm.
We did both qualitative and quantitative comparisons of the
Mhm.
two stores because if you just do the qualitative stuff, then there's no doubt about who the winner is. I'm not going to say anything yet. As far as what we did quantitatively, we compared prices on some select items. So basically, I picked items that I buy because, again, full disclosure, Ann and I are both Costco members. And so there's like a certain grouping of things that I will often buy at Costco. And so that's how we did my comparison shopping. Now, if you have kids, if you have a larger family, then maybe you have a different way to compare what you buy. But I just went with stuff that we normally buy. Okay. We took a bunch of pictures. We took a bunch of videos. And we took some time so that we could kind of assess what was going on in the stores. We did. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the picture of you and the hamburger on there. I got to find that. I'll do that in a minute. We took some pictures of us doing dumb stuff. We basically generally made asses of ourselves at both locations and are completely unapologetic about it. There you go.
It
Yeah,
was fun. We laughed a lot.
we laughed a lot. It was a really fun day, and even though I despise shopping, and the Costco was banana pants. We got there
Mhm.
about 10:30 in the morning, and it was already a shit show banana pants festival of circus. But everybody was actually very well behaved, which I will say that
Mhm.
I think what people finally start to figure out is that they understand that there's a thing with Costco that you just have to get used to, and you just have to learn to deal with it. And if you're not willing
Mhm.
to do that, then you're just going to be an unhappy mess. So
Yeah.
there you go. All right. Oh, there it is.
Did you
Okay,
find it?
I just found the picture of Anne and her ground beef appendage. I'm gonna call it that.
Oh man, when I saw that thing, I was like, "Oh, I can't resist this." So,
Right, yeah, just give me 1 second. Like I said, I'm gonna bring that up so the world can
okay.
see that. Well, when we get to the section where we talk about meat, we'll do that. So, and that was
Yeah,
at
it was man, and that was at the Sam's Club.
yes.
I'm not sure things should be sold in tubes.
Are you sure?
Buckets or tubes, I do not think should be where food items are sold or eaten from.
Fair.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
You're probably right. Honestly,
Mhm.
if you're gonna get right down to it. It's like when you add the word loaf to any food, it doesn't
Yeah.
really help, you know.
Mm-mm.
Even
It
though
doesn't.
I do like me a good, turkey loaf. So, all
Mhm.
right. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted by something shiny. My apologies. Okay, so let's get to it. We were assisted by our Sam's Club experts because, like I said, Ann and I are Costco members, not Sam's Club members, so we needed some help. We had some help from our Sam's Club sugar daddy, Chip Maley, who also happens to be he is also our entertainment expert, and Sam's Club Sugar Mama. That would be Kelsey Shoemaker. So thanks very much, you guys. We have Lori Worrell with us. Eighth
Oh,
grade girls wear tubes. Oh, that's
oh.
funny.
Oh, that's
Yes,
hilarious.
that's a fashion thing now with eighth grade girls is the tube top. The only thing I know about wearing a tube top is that there's a lot of spillage when I'm wearing a tube top. Not that I've
Yeah.
ever worn one, but there would be a lot of
Let
spilling.
us
Okay.
say, I have not worn a tube top in decades.
The fact that you have worn a tube top is yet one of the other things that separates the two of us as sisters. One of those
Exactly.
little differences that
Mhm.
Anne has owned and worn tube tops, and I have
Mhm.
never. ever. So yeah, so huge thanks to those guys because they actually got us in the door at Sam's Club. And we'll talk about the getting in the door experience of both places here in just a minute. Okay, comparison number 1. So we did, I think, what did we do? 18 comparisons? And I literally could have done 30. I could have done 30 or 40. That's how many things we looked at yesterday. But we just kind of picked, we'll call these the big 18. Comparison number 1 are costs. So there's 2 levels of membership at both. Costco has its Gold Star membership, which is $65 a year. The equivalent is the club membership at Sam Club, which is $50 a year. You could also do the Costco Executive membership, which is $130 a year, or the Plus membership at Sam's Club, which is $110 a year. Now, for your both memberships, you get pretty much all the usual stuff. You get the door, you get the the discounts on things like tires and services and all this other stuff. Now, with Sam's Club, the extra membership is more practical. So you get free shipping on stuff. You can get in there early and shop. You get extra optical savings. You get 50% off tire installation. You get a $60 Sam's Club e-gift card when you get T-Mobile through Sam's Club. Now, as far as Costco, the only real big difference is that you get 2% cash back for every dollar you spend at Costco, up to $1,250 a year. So what they do at Costco is it's not so much that you get a bunch of discounts on stuff, it's that you get cash back. You also get discounts on their services, and I'll talk services here in just a minute. So the big difference is cash versus, stuff. So you get cash back for spending your money at Costco, where you're not necessarily spending your money, but if you did spend it for these things at Sam's, you get, some discounts. So I don't know. Cash talks.
Cash is nice.
Cash is king. Okay. Comparison number 2 was gas. Both were selling their gas at $2.67 a gallon, which is really a smoking hot price for gas. I filled up yesterday, which was nice. Now, the Costco gas experience has its very own unique look and feel to it, where the Sam's Club experience feels more like a regular gas station. It looks like a regular gas station. You have this one-way sort of in and out of Costco gas. It's like a fortress. It's like, no, you shall not pass. You can't get in there if you go the wrong way. And it's kind of a, you got to know what you're doing if you go to Costco gas. You should, if you've never used Costco gas before, scout it by using a YouTube video.
Exactly, man. You will piss off so many people if you go the wrong way.
Don't do that. Yeah, God, you're going to get beat up. At Costco, the pumps are 3 pumps deep. At Sam's Club, they are 2 deep. They both have the, as Anne called them, the reach around gas tank hoses. So
that's what they are, man.
That is not untrue. And then Costco has this cool thing right here. You can see it. It has this fun gas tank availability indicator. So if you're like lining up, you can kind of look right away, because sometimes you can't see the far pumps or who's there. So now they have these indicators that tells you which pumps are open where. It's kind of cool, actually. And as soon as you pull away, we sat there and ogled them for a while. And as soon as somebody leaves, it turns green. It's like instantaneous. Yeah. I don't know how they do it. It's some sort of dark Costco magic or witchcraft. So
I don't know what it is, but it gets people. It's very efficient. It helps. It really helps with efficiency.
Truth. Okay. All right. Comparison number 3: parking. I don't care who you are or where you go. Both parking lots are just ass. They're just terrible. There's always a billion people. It's a fucking free for all. But there's a couple of things that are different. So the parking lot at Costco was already packed at 10:30 in the morning, and we somehow scored a really sweet spot at Costco. Just dumb luck. Now, we went to the Sam's Club in Portage at about 5 o'clock in the evening, and it really wasn't busy. Now, one of the big things I noticed is that when you go to Costco, they have parking lots that are just straight parking lots. Parallel is the word I'm looking for, but they have like an 18-inch buffer on both sides, which is nice, because then you can actually open your car door and get in your car and out, which is great. They don't have that at Sam's Club. They do diagonal parking at Sam's Club, and there's no buffer. Let's see. There's 3 exits from the Costco lot, 2 of which are pretty out there, and one of them you kind of have to sneak around the building to find it. As far as I know, there are 3 exits from the lot at Sam's Club, and none of them are great. They're all, especially on a really busy day, you have to just learn to be patient, because it's not going to be awesome. And there's always some jackass who decides that they have to be a dick. So what are you going to do? But just know that the parking situation is tough. My strategy is normally to park away from the entrance at Costco and then just walk because honestly, it's easier.
Mhm. So much
Yeah.
easier. And you get your
Yes.
steps in.
And you get your steps in. All right, comparison number 4, entering the store. Now, one of the things I will note is that Costco is a standalone store, and Sam's Club is the Sam's Club in Portage is in a shopping center, which makes the parking situation that much worse because um, at Sam's Club you're competing with other businesses for the parking, and that's not the case at Costco. Costco has their standalone; they have their own big ass parking lot, which I think is helpful. Okay, so as far as entering the store, Costco is officially not kidding around about keeping non-members out. So for the first time, and this was the first time, I've been hearing that this was coming, and they finally have it at the Ashtamo Costco that you have to scan your card now, and then your face pops up, and then they compare you to the card. So that's a thing now. So you're not just going to walk in with somebody else's card like we used to do in the old days. That yeah, they're officially looking. So keep that in mind. Now, as far as Sam's Club, man, we just kind of wandered in. There was some kid somewhere kind of standing nearby, but I think he was actually there to sell memberships, and nobody said a word to us. We just wandered in. We
Mhm.
literally, this
Yeah.
big crop of people.
Do, do,
So that was
do.
yep. So that they were not quite as maybe it's different at other Sam's Club, but this Sam's Club was not interested in who was coming in the door. So there
Mhm.
you go. All right. Comparison number 5 is what I call the walls of want. It's my name for the wall of products. So when you walk into Costco, to your right, there is this massive wall of products. It's about 10 feet high and it's about 4 deep in stuff. And it is, again, not kidding around. It's bougie, it's tall, it's stocked. Every inch of space for the first 200 feet of Costco is an onslaught of stuff that you can't possibly live without.
Yet we managed.
It's incredibly confusing. It's confusing right off the bat. I get confused when I go to Costco because I'm like, I've been able to live without all of these things my whole life. And then the second I walk into Costco, I'm like, how have I been living without this all my life?
Of course, I need 3 cutting boards right now.
Yes. I don't know what that means. Liz, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what is my. I don't
I
either.
don't know. I
Maybe
don't know.
she'll
Okay.
clarify.
Clarify, Liz. Okay. Yes. So that's the Costco wall of want. Now the Sam's Club wall of want is smaller, shorter, and more practical. There's some bougie items, but there's a lot of practical stuff. So we saw like Thanksgiving stuff. We saw
Mhm.
boxes of stovetop stuffing and a bunch of foil pans. And
Mhm.
yeah, Costco's wall of want is super sexy. And it's like,
Very.
yes, I need a double-barreled, triple-barreled, double-decker air fryer. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't with a warming tray?
With a warming tray for my potatoes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there was so much crap on that wall of want. And yeah, and I would say that Costco is very effective.
Mhm.
Like you can literally spend $1,000 without even being 10 feet into the store at
Mhm.
Costco. So
Yeah, because on the other
good job, you
side is all
guys.
the giant TVs.
Yeah, and both, but fun fact, this is not one of the comparisons, but you can get an 86-inch TV at either establishment. So if you need an 86-inch TV in your life, both places have them. So,
Yay.
oh, Liz is sorry. That's okay. We just want to hear from you. It's okay. Complete your thought. So
Yeah,
you're good.
exactly. We're happy. We're excited to hear from you, Liz. Very excited.
Yes. Comparison number 6 are all the services. Costco, they basically have the same stuff. They have insurance, they have home stuff you can buy, they have delivery services. They each have like an auto center. Uh, Costco basically does tires. Sam's Club does tires and battery stuff in store, and they have several vendors that they work with. They both have travel programs. They both have vendors that they use for home improvement programs. They have pharmacies in store. They have optical in store. They have hearing in store, and they have photo in store. So, oh, here we go. Liz says, my Sam stopped checking memberships over the summer. You can't check out without one. No one's looking over your shoulder. No, they weren't because we used Kelsey's membership. We used Chip's membership. We just were like, let's use somebody's membership. And we bought a lot of stuff. But, we had, what Joe and I wanted to compare their ready-made meals, and we'll talk about that later. But yeah, so it was good. But yeah, there's like, and again, so you have the wall of want when you leave or when you enter Costco, and then you have the wall of vendors when you leave. So there's like all the different vendors that you can see as you walk out and the different travel places you can go, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't really notice that either when we were leaving Sam's Club. There was nothing like that as you were leaving Sam's
Mm-mm.
Club. There were just a bunch of shelves where they have their pickup to go orders.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, let me. Oops, I accidentally brought that one back up. Okay, here we go. Comparison number 7: booze. All right. So, com- overall, they both have. If you want booze, you're going to win at either place. There's so much winning as far as you being able to get drunk by going to either establishment. I would say Costco's overall selection looks to be slightly larger than Sam's. It's more organized than Sam's for sure. The booze section at the Sam's at the Portage one was a bit of a mess. It was a little bit of all over the place where you go into the Costco and it's very organized. It's like you go down this one aisle and it's beer on one side and it's spirits on the other, and then you turn the corner and it's basically wine o'clock. There's a lot of wine, and that's as we mentioned earlier, Costco is one of the largest wine retailers in the world. And after you spend some time there, you'll know what we're talking about.
Mhm.
So I would say that they have also a much larger selection of their store brand spirits, the Kirkland spirits. They had tequila, they had scotch, they had vodka, they had rum. Where really the big deal for like the Members Mark, um, they had vodka. So that's the one
Mhm.
that I noticed that they had the most of. So one of the things we also notice is again they have Costco has a much larger variety of high end wine, and that wine comes in big ass bottles, as Anne was able to show us here. So
It's a two-fister.
yep, Anne is two fisting the giant bottles of wine. Now don't worry though. You can still get big ass bottles of wine at Sam's Club, but it's just not as good. For instance, I'm holding a big ass bottle of Riunite Lambrusco that was $8. And I got to tell you, I love Riunite Lambrusco. It's fizzy, it's sweet, it makes for good sangria. Yeah, I was super excited about that because I
Mhm.
do like me a delicious Riunite Lambrusco.
Mhm.
Fizzy and delicious. When you crack one of those open, which is exactly the sound you want your wine to make, obviously.
Yeah, when you unscrew the lid.
That's right. Glug, glug, glug.
Like,
Yes. So, like I said, fear not, you're going to still find all the things you need to get loaded at either establishment. So, and their prices are very good. Very
mhm.
good. Like, I don't have a picture of it, but one of my favorite bourbon is Maker's Mark, and you can get a giant bottle of Maker's Mark for I think it's what $57 at Sam's Club, and it was
Mhm.
59 at Costco. So again, really excellent price for both of those. We've got another comment, and this comment is coming from Sam Amsberger, Costco Kirkland. Boozy eggnog is the bomb. Oh, that stuff is good.
And
It's
cheap.
it's cheap and it's delicious. Yeah, we bought a bottle last year, and I didn't drink it till like a month ago, and it was really good. And it does keep a long time if you don't open
Well,
it.
as long as you don't open it, that booze will keep it safe.
It is true. Hey, we got Jan Stoffer with us. Jan, hey lady, how are you? It's so good to hear from you, Jan. You don't have you do, and that's true. You do not have to be a member to go to the Sam's Liquor Store by me. No idea about the Costco. I don't think you have to be. Now, when I was in living in Wisconsin and shopping at the Costco in Minnesota, the Costco liquor area was kind of off to the side, and I don't think you actually had to be a member to buy liquor either. I don't think by law you can prohibit people from buying your liquor, even if you're a
Mm.
membership store. I think there's something. I could be wrong. I could have dreamt that or something, or having like some sort of fever dream. But for some reason, I think that's the case, especially in Minnesota. So yeah. Okay. Number 8, the famous rotisserie chicken. This is one of the things that Costco is known for. Costco actually has its own chicken producers. They literally have people that just produce Costco chicken. And I want to say that's the better part of the state of Nebraska or Iowa. I can't remember which
Mhm.
one. So both Sam's Club and Costco offer a rotisserie chicken. It's $4.99 for your whole grade A chicken. At Costco, it's $4.98 for your whole chicken at Sam's Club. So there's a penny difference. Now, Costco, and I'll show you here the packaging. The packaging is a little bit different. The packaging for the chicken at Costco is, it comes in, it used to come in a big plastic container. Now it comes in one of these chicken baggies. They brag that their chicken is USDA grade A, MSG free, no preservatives, no special seasonings or flavors. It says seasoned, but I've actually always found the rotisserie chicken pretty much anywhere you buy is kind of bland. So they don't really season it up. Sometimes if you go to not so much Sam's Club, but if you go to Walmart and get their rotisserie chicken, they have different flavorings and special seasonings like garlic herb or lemon pepper or something like that. And there's nothing going on at either establishment. The Costco or the Sam's Club has the more traditional. This is the packaging that Costco
Kind of
used to have. Sam's Club
Yeah.
still has this sort of
kind of the
packaging. So
clamshell.
the clamshell, yes.
Mhm.
Again, I don't know. It's for a lot of people, that's what literally gets them in the door, and that's one of the reasons they put the rotisserie chicken all the way at the back of the store. That way, you have to walk all the way to the back of the store. Yeah, but good luck getting out there with just a chicken. That's all I
Yeah.
know.
No kidding.
Yes. So, all right. So that's comparison number 8. Comparison number 9, pre-made meals. Now, this is one that Joe and I like to kind of, this is a nice option if you don't want to cook, if you don't have time to cook. They make some really good stuff and they're big. And for Joe, like if we get one of their pre-made meals at Costco, we can eat on that thing usually we get at least 2 lunches and 2 dinners out of that, which is great. So, because it's not that they're super cheap, it's just that for the two of us, it makes a lot of sense to do it because it's a time saver and it's technically it's a money saver. All right, so unfortunately, we got to the Sam's Club yesterday at 5. But what I thought was interesting, we got there at 5, but they were still open for another 3 hours, and that pre-made area that they had was picked over. Where when you go to Costco and get their pre-mades, they're usually pretty stocked even towards the end of the evening. So I thought that was interesting. I think well, and one of the things that I noticed is that, the Costco kitchen area is always bustling, whether you're there first thing in the morning or whether you're there late in the evening. There's already somebody, wrapping, cooking, doing something to that effect. We have some commentary. Let's go to our commentary. Liz is talking about the Costco chicken pot pie. It is. It's so good. And we just had the shepherd's pie last week. It is also delicious. Yeah, and both the pot pie and the shepherd's pie are not only delicious, they're humongous. I swear to God, both of those things weigh like 10 pounds each. So those things are not messing around. So I don't know if Sam's Club has really the only thing we spotted yesterday was that at Sam's Club for their pre-mades was mac and cheese, stuffed peppers, street tacos, lasagna, burritos, soup, and meatloaf. Those are the only things that I saw yesterday as far as pre-mades. And I think maybe it was just that it was really picked over. But some of the Costco pre-mades, the chili, the chicken noodle soup, shepherd's pie, chicken pot pie, stir fry, chicken Alfredo, stuffed shells, Caesar salads, and chef salads available. Pesto butter salmon, which is delicious. That's one of my favorite things. The butter chicken, which is good, but there's not enough chicken in it. The street tacos and the meatloaf is also yummy. I don't love their meatloaf as much as it should be better. Again, it's a little bit underseasoned.
I'm a big fan of their mashed potatoes. They have this like 5 pounds of mashed potatoes, and I love that so much.
It's good. Yeah, their mashed potatoes are delicious. So yeah, I just like I said, I think Costco is really great. They make good pre-mades. I think that's one of the features that separates them from Sam's Club. In the summertime, they do a lot of grillables. Like they'll have ribs available. They'll have these really great seasoned pork medallions which are delicious, and they'll also have like seasoned chicken wings and stuff that you can put on your grill. So again, I'm a huge fan of those things as well. And ribs. Ooh, look at Sigrid. Sigrid's with us. Hi,
Oh my
Sigrid.
gosh.
Hi. Sigrid, what's up? Sigrid and I, we all went to college together. So great to hear from you, Sigrid. So is the chicken Alfredo. Yeah, the chicken Alfredo is delicious. We had that for the first time again, like last week or the week before, and it was really good. Super creamy and cheesy and flavorful and yummy. Yeah, it was good. Damn you, Costco, and your delicious pre-mades. All right. The Costco bakery. All right. So bakery. Okay. So here's things that both of them do and actually do really well. Special order cakes. Both are really good. I've been to parties where I've had Costco special order cakes for birthdays, and I've had Sam's Club special order cakes for birthdays, and they are both cake, and cake is good. So they both do a great job of that. One of the things we noticed, Costco has, I would say, you're going to hear this word a lot today, bougie. Costco has bougier cakes, but I don't know if we saw anything as sexy as this It was the big ass cupcake with filling.
Exactly. It's like a pinata of cupcake.
Yes, and this thing was big. This thing was as big as my head. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was a sexy cupcake with
Hmm.
pinata filling. But the other thing that you can get in their bakery, I would say that is just the regular size pie at Sam's Club. So Sam's Club had the regular size pies, and Costco has the big ass pies. So yeah, so Anna's holding the big ass pecan pie. They also had big ass apple crumb pie. They also had big ass pumpkin pie, and I think the pumpkin pies were even bigger. I don't know,
Hmm. Yeah,
they
they were like
felt bigger.
tires.
Yes. Now, our friend Kelsey would tell you that the thing you should get is she said they have a better deal on cookies at Sam's Club. So she's holding the pack of the M&M cookies. They're like $2 cheaper for the same size pack at Sam's Club compared to Costco. So again, if you have little ones and you just want to throw some cookies in their face, then Sam's Club is where you want to go. Of course, I would eat those cookies too, so who am I kidding? Okay. We got the soft, chewy cookie thing, so
Hmm.
that's good. Yeah, and again, one of the things I noticed about Costco is that they had more bread options and many more. I would call them bougie bakery items. Let me see if
Hmm.
I can find the one that we were. It was those little pinwheel things.
Oh yeah, those looked good.
Yeah, I don't think I put
You know,
that picture in here.
no, I was like, that.
Yeah.
I always go and look at the Costco baked goods because I love looking at them, but I never buy them because there's only two of us in the house, which means we have to eat 30 pastry, which is not a good idea.
No, if you have a larger family,
Hmm.
that would be a great place to go and get your pastries. If you're hosting some sort of breakfast thing and you just
Hmm.
need a lot of pastry, it's a perfect place to go.
Yeah.
And again, I would say either one that you go to is going to fill the need. So
Hmm.
even though I think Costco bakery is a little sexier, I would say they both are really solid. Their bakery game is really solid. Both
Hmm.
of them are. So I think that's they're kind of even on that. Other than I would say Costco probably has a little bit larger selection.
Hmm.
Okay, meat, and I thought this was surprising. So I don't buy a lot of meat. Normally, what we'll do, and I know Tracy Larson, if you're out there, our friend Tracy has said that she's actually listened to our show while portioning her Costco meat, and that made me laugh out loud because I know exactly what she is talking about. So if you have a smaller household, buying your meat at Costco is actually a really cost-effective way to do it because then what you do is you get your freezer bags and then you just portion your meat out and freeze it, and then you kind of use it as you go. So that's one of that's a really great meat strategy. So in the summertime, I'll usually get some flank steak, get those portioned off, and then marinate them and grill them and stuff. And so I went ahead and used flank steak as my comparison. So Costco, they had they come in a pack of 3 flank steaks. It was $10.99 a pound for USDA choice beef. The same sort of pack, again a 3 pack. USDA choice was $11.98 a pound at Sam's Club. So I was a little surprised that Sam's Club was more expensive in this by $1 a pound. So I thought that was fairly interesting. And they both have really good meat selections from what I saw. All kinds of stuff. I would say that Costco has a much better fish selection. If that's your jam, then I would say Costco for fish. But you could, as far as chicken, pork options, and beef, both of them looked really good. But it looks to me like, in terms of comparison of meat, that Costco has a little bit better pricing. All right, 12, laundry soap. This one got me a little bit. So they both have the big ass container. Costco has their Kirkland Signature Ultra Members Mark liquid laundry detergent at Sam's. Costco's 194 ounces. Sam's is 196 ounces. I'm just going to give you the quick breakdown. So the Costco for about the same size container, maybe slightly smaller, it's 7.3 cents per load, where the Sam's Club brand was 12 cents per load. So it's significantly less expensive for the Costco detergent. We use that stuff all the time. And, guess what it does? It washes the clothes. Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Good job. All right. Kitty litter. I'm not going to bore you with that one. Essentially, what it came down to is scoopable litters, slightly the same size. The Costco was 2 pounds less. Both clumping litters. 16.49 for the Costco litter, 22.62 for the Sam's Club litter, which breaks down to 32 cents a pound for the Costco and 51 cents a pound for the Sam's Club. So one of the things that I did notice is that Costco has better prices on some of these more practical family items. Let me get another one that people are always gaga about is the toilet paper. How can we ever forget the great toilet paper run of 2020? Who can forget that?
Goodness. Heady days. Heady days indeed.
Yes, indeed. So, if you compare the two store brands of toilet paper, the Kirkland brand from Costco, the Members Mark brand from Sam's Club, so the Costco is a 30 pack, the Sam's Club is a 45 pack, which if you're looking at that, you're like, oh, 45 rolls, it's so sexy. I want that one. But when you actually break the numbers down, you've got the numbers break down to 1.4 cents per square foot for the Costco brand and 1.9 cents per square foot for the Sam's Club. So you're getting more rolls with the Sam's Club, but you're only getting 235 sheets per roll in Sam's Club, and you're getting 380 sheets per roll out of the Costco brand. So they're just basically sticking more on the roll. So there you have it. All right. Comparison number 15. Hang in there, people. You're doing great. Pharmacy. It's not close. Costco's was way better. It's more stocked. It's more organized. There's more products. There's a larger supplement section. They have liquid turmeric, which I like. So,
And Duncan and I always buy our Airborne at Costco, and they didn't even have it at Sam's Club.
they did not.
So,
There was that's one of the things I noticed is that there were lots of little things that they, we talked about the nasal spray stuff. The same nasal spray was $2 less at Costco as opposed to Sam's Club. So again, these little things, even though the membership is less at Sam's Club, you're seeing this little price breakdown, which again really surprised me because everybody's always like, oh, it's so much cheaper. It's so much cheaper at Sam's. It's so much cheaper. And you know what? It kind of isn't. That's one of the things that I found surprising. Okay. Here we go. We have Tracy Larson with us. Tracy Larson, who I consider to be an expert Costco shopper, by the way. But is it as good as Charmin? Few things are, Tracy Larson. Few things are.
Few things are. Exactly.
Yes. Yes. The short answer is probably not.
I did have a friend that did was doing trying to find the best toilet paper because they have a septic system like we do. And Kirkland toilet paper is the best toilet paper you can get for your septic system. So if you live in the country and you're not on city water and you have a septic tank, Kirkland toilet paper is your best bet for breaking down and not clogging up your septic tank.
And you don't want that.
Oh man, you do not. It will make you sad. When you can't poop in your toilet, you are sad.
You have to end up pooping outside. That's no good.
No, you don't want to do that either.
Jen Padgett has this to say: I prefer Kirkland over Charmin. Don't hurt me. Nobody will hurt you.
Nobody.
No, though Tracy's pretty tough. No, she won't.
She won't.
Dude, are we gonna have are we gonna have like a fight, like an online fight right here on the air? Oh, but see, now, Anne, your words have just said, Tracy Larson says, good to know we have a septic system. Yes, you do. I know you live out in the country, Tracy Larson, so there you go. So, I don't know. I'm not super particular on toilet paper, mainly because the Brothers family, we had one-ply Scots growing up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was like we weren't spending. Gen Xers did not have their toilet paper needs were after you finished drinking out of a hose, then you used your one-ply toilet paper and you didn't complain about your concussion.
I can remember like going over to people's houses that were like had money, and then you'd like use their Charmin. They had Charmin toilet paper.
Exactly.
You're like, you'd babysit at some place that had like squishy toilet paper. And I'm like, what is this?
I'm like, these kids are so spoiled.
I only have to use like 2 sheets. What the hell? And I just remember like rolling out the Scots one ply and rolling and rolling and rolling. I'm like, I'm getting there. I'm almost got enough.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Sweet youth.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. When it mattered. Okay. Sorry. I got toilet paper distracted. All right. Let's go to the junk food game. This is where, hands down, the junk food. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. I forgot all about this. Okay. Before we talk about junk food, we have to go to the remember when they had colored toilet paper.
Oh my God. Pink. We often had pink toilet paper.
Yes, we had the different color Charmin to match the bathroom colors. I forgot they used to dye the toilet paper. Oh,
yep,
there's like patterns and stuff on it too.
Yeah, I remember pink toilet paper. Yeah, so it matched your bathroom.
Oh, that's right. It's funny because you don't really see that anymore. I forgot all about
no
toilet paper that was colored.
It was yeah,
pinks and yellows, and
blue.
there was patterns on it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
quilted.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that took me way back. I had a moment. I'm just having a
Mhm.
moment. Okay. Yeah. Sam's Club has the junk food game won. The Sam's Club wins junk food. Now, don't get me wrong. Costco's junk food is great, but the variety of just practical things that you can get. They have a better individual snack game. So if you are like the guy that stocks our one of our teachers at school, he isn't that's his fundraisers has these little vending machines that he stocks, and he stocks them by what he buys at Sam's Club because they have a better individual bag sort of deal.
Mhm.
Oh God, Jan Stoffer, lavender toilet paper. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Damn.
Yes. Yeah. So they also just have better, like they just have a better selection of things. Like they had all the flavors of Doritos, which is I love Doritos, and they had the one in the purple bag, which is the
Mhm.
best of the Doritos. They have a better pop selection, and you could get the Christmas cakes, the Little
Mhm.
Debbie Christmas cakes, just little things like that. They just have they have better pop game, better junk food game, and I was severely disappointed. I was all set and ready to buy Chicago Mix yesterday at Costco because it's one of my go-to snacks, and they didn't have it. Fuck you. But Sam's Club did. Chicago Mix. This
Chicago.
kind specifically is so good. And I'm
Jenny, do you
super
have the
disappointed.
picture of me with the Reese's peanut butter cups?
Oh, I forgot to add that one.
Mm,
Wait, hang
yeah.
on. I'm going to find it right now.
Okay. Uh,
Yes.
um,
Speaking of which, I forgot to talk about during our meat section.
mhm.
I forgot to show everybody this little picture of Anne and a giant tube of hamburger.
I was like, I'm ready for my penis. I asked Chip, I
Yeah.
was like, Chip, how do you manage yours? I'm like, damn. I can't
Right.
maneuver properly with this thing.
All right, hang on. I'm going to put this picture on. Give me 2 seconds here.
Duncan, did you see this picture?
With the meat.
Yeah, the meat picture.
Oh my god.
And her meat.
And my mom says I'm vulgar.
Ann Brothers, you're not sophisticated. Yeah, but I want you to picture Ann walking and swinging that thing back and forth. You were getting some looks, Ann Brothers.
I was
And
getting
most
some
of them-
looks. I was getting some looks, and I
You were
was
indeed.
I was unfazed.
Unfazed, yeah. So anyway, the other thing is
Oh,
this
there it
was
is.
the giant bucket of Reese's Pieces. This is how right here. This is how Sam's Club won the snack junk food game. Was this 5-gallon bucket of fucking Reese's peanut butter cups?
Isn't that? And the bucket was heavy. I was like, the thing is, like, I've read about like compostable toilets, and they always say you need a really big bucket. I was like, well, you could eat all the peanut butter cups, and then you can make a compostable toilet for your bedroom using the
Yay!
peanut butter cup
love
bucket.
I love that.
Again, going
we
back to, I'm not sure food should be served in a bucket.
And I feel that that's incredibly practical because you could eat your peanut butter cups. You're like, I don't have any place to sit. You do now because
do
it's
now.
a stool and it's a place for you to eat your peanut butter cups. Beth Zach is with us. Hi, Beth Zach. How are you? I'm glad that the Minnesota Costco still has Chicago Mix because it hurt my feelings. I don't like to have my feelings hurt. I had to placate myself by eating half of that bucket of Reese's peanut butter cups.
I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God, Liz, listen to you. PB cups, so much
much
protein.
protein.
You are a glass half full sort of woman, Liz. That's why we love you.
Exactly. Well, I thought I was like, I was glad I was like peanut butter cup bucket half full. It's like, hey, when you're done with this, you can reuse the bucket for anything.
For anything you want.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't remember how much that thing cost, but I was so shocked when you came over with that thing. I'm like, what the actual? Okay. Yeah.
I know. I was like, I'm ready to go. I got to start eating. Like these peanut butter cups aren't going to eat themselves. I need to start now.
Ooh, ick.
Ick.
Beth Sack, I miss you as well. I'm glad you are doing well. I very much miss the teaching staff at Forest Lake Area Middle School. You guys are awesome. I hear you guys are expanding next year, and I wish you all the luck with that. They're adding 6th graders next year.
Oof.
So,
Oof.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Woof,
Yeah.
woof.
So Ann Brothers and her big ass thing of Reese's peanut butter cups.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. All right, we got another comment here. All right, Jan Stoffer says 375 peanut butter cups. I'm getting fatter listening to the two of you. That's right. Yes, you
That's
are.
right. But you
You're
buy
welcome.
it. You buy the peanut butter cup bucket, and then you lift it like for weights. You're like, and then you get yourself a $58 for the peanut butter cups, but $58 of joy.
$58 of joy and a bucket that you can use again and again. How is that not a great deal?
Exactly. Food in a bucket.
Yes. Yeah. I love it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no, that feels like I'm losing money. I feel like I lost money by not buying the big ass bucket of Reese's peanut butter
Reese's peanut
cups
butter
that I
cups.
could use again and again. So
Mhm.
I could brine my turkey in that.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yes.
Wash your
Yes.
toddler.
Oh, thanks, Beth. So Beth is referring to a few years ago, about 5 years ago, we made a anti-vaping video. That stuff is poison. Yeah, we did that, and it was amazing.
All right, Jenny. What's number
Good times, good
17?
times. All right, sorry. I'm literally trying to think of who I know that has a Sam's Club membership. See, Jen, now, well,
Mhm.
Chip Maley and Kelsey Shoemaker are Sam's Club Sugar Mama and Sam's Club Sugar Daddy. So there you
Mhm.
go. All right. Anyway, I get it. Sorry, I'm out of focus again, and we're creeping up on our hour. Okay. All right. The checkout experience. This is comparison number 17. Checkout. We're almost done. So Costco basically has I would say traditional checkout with cashiers, and they have a little assistant that's running around getting your stuff, in a box if you want it. By the way, we have a Costco box that our cat Betty, it is her second home. It's where she goes to think. It's where she goes to sleep. It's where she goes when she's feeling indignation. So we call it her box
Mhm.
of indignation. It's a Costco box. All right. So they do have 6 lanes of self checkout. But you better have your card ready because they want to see your card. Don't try to get by them with your non-membership. And as for as many people as there are, those lines go incredibly fast. We
Mhm.
were there yesterday, kind of trying to sneak into the pharmacy section, and the line went back like 200 feet. And we got done with the pharmacy section like 5 minutes later, and that line was gone. So,
Mhm. Yeah,
yeah.
it's fast.
Again, you must have your receipt. If you're going to check out, they check your receipt at checkout. All right, let me see. Jen Padgett says, because I need that bucket. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
everybody needs that bucket.
Yes. Sam's Club has a less traditional way. They have a couple of traditional lanes. They have more self-checkout options, and they have the scan and go option, which means you just scan things with your little stuff on your phone, and then it kind of, as you walk out, it double checks your items, and some little guy scans it to make sure you're not stealing anything. Sam's Club also has online ordering and online, and then where you can just park and pick up. So they have all of that sort of thing that you see now, which is nice if you don't want to if you don't want to have to go into the store and you want to do your ordering online. Costco doesn't have that, and apparently they have no plans to have that. So there you go. Yeah. So that's not a thing for Costco. So I would say overall, Sam's has the checkout game. They have that down as far as the tech stuff. But again, Costco, I will give them full credit. On a busy Saturday, they have every lane open. It's stocked. They've got lots of people running around. They are working it. All right, last comparison, the cafe. We compared the hot dog combos. The Costco hot dog combo is $1.50. That includes tax. It's hot dog and a drink. The drink is 16 ounces. The hot dog is about 8 inches. You order via a computer kiosk, and that baby was ready for us in under 3 minutes. They usually have somebody there kind of cleaning up the area as much as they can. And the hot dog, it always makes me feel a little gross afterwards. you know, and they were in a hurry yesterday, so when I got my hot dog in a bag, the hot dog was next to the bun. It was bun adjacent rather than in the bun, but hey, these things happen. Their other cafe stuff is yummy. The little chicken wrap thing they do. They also have like a turkey sandwich that's really
Mhm.
good. So those are both good. At Sam's Club, we got the hot dog combo. It was $1.38, but that does not include tax. So after tax, it's $1.48. It's a hot dog and a drink. The hot dog is smaller. It's about 6 inches, but to their credit, they did get the hot dog in the bun at Sam's
Mhm.
Club. Good job. It's a 20-ounce drink. You order at the counter, and honestly, it took Joe 15 minutes to get his stuff. He was in that line and waiting for his hot dog for about 15 minutes. That was no joke. It was a bit of a mess. The area was not clean. That was also a bit of a mess. There were straw papers everywhere. Tables were messed up. I don't know about their other cafe items because we just got the hot dog combo, but there you go. Okay. Anne, would you like to talk about the big takeaways?
Sure. I think Costco is funner. It's got more crap to look at, and I find that very entertaining. Costco
Wait,
is
I
where
have to show you some of the other
Mhm.
crap that we have. Let's see some of the other crap. Oh, there you are with that sausage. Oh, let me see here. Oh, here we go. This is some of the crap at Sam's Club right here.
Yeah, this is a
Uh,
toy that is also a product placement. So you can play with your pet shrimp that loves sour cream and onion Pringles. And this was like,
Yeah.
there was a whole bunch of like little stuffed plush toys holding different junk foods, plush junk foods.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny that you had you have stuffed animals product placing. There you
Yeah.
go.
There you go. So
On the other hand, Costco has things like a Peloton that they let you just get on and pretend to ride like you. Yeah, that seat was no joke. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The answer is no.
I know why people ride so fast so they can get off of it.
Cindy Weiss says we were fancy. Yes,
Yes.
yes, we were.
Yes, we were.
So fancy at the Costco.
So fancy
And,
at the Costco.
Sorry, I interrupted you because I wanted to show the pictures of our cool
Mhm.
stuff. So, all right, go for it.
Yeah, so Costco, I just think it's more fun. Can you put that list back up, Johnny Brothers?
I'm on it.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought I found Sam's Club a little sad, but I thought Costco was more fun. Costco is a grown up workplace. Grown ups work at Costco, and Sam's Club is where teenagers work, and there's a big difference. I mean, Costco seemed much more efficient. Much more on the ball, more just, like they were treating it like there was their job instead of treating it like this is where I have to go because my parents said I needed a job and I really just want to be on my phone. And you could tell the difference. Sam's Club, I think, was less organized and not as tidy. It looked worn. By the end of the evening, it was looking worn. And I've been to Costco at the end of the day, and it never looks worn out like that. So, yeah, that was a big difference. The Costco cafe is much more efficient and cleaner. People are in there getting their hot dog. There's kids everywhere. You know how kids eat, and half it's on the floor, and you don't really see that at Costco. Costco is bigger. Sam's Club is like a bigger version of Walmart, but Costco has much more space. It's a bigger building, cram-packed. Sam's Club has a better gift card, candy, and potato chip game. So Sam's Club actually sells like individual gift cards, and you get a discount on them. Like they had a Disney gift card for $500, but you only paid like $470 for it. So they did a lot of that sort of stuff with their gift cards where it was worth much more. It was worth more than you paid for it. And I thought that was an interesting idea. Sam's Club feels like Walmart's big dumb cousin, where Costco feels like it's a cosmopolitan woman about town.
There you go. That's me.
I kept thinking, I'm like, what Sex in the City character is Costco? So.
Miranda.
Okay, there you go. Costco feels more powerful. It's like they have buyers that are really serious about getting the biggest and baddest stuff out there. So, I think, and I was talking to our sugar mama, Kelsey, and, she was saying that there's a lot of, I'm sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there. I'm sorry. She was just kind of saying that, you can get a lot of stuff at Sam's Club, a lot of family stuff that she likes. Her kids like it better. I don't know. Maybe it's different if you have, a bigger family. I just felt that it was there was more on offer. Things that I wasn't finding at Target, things I wasn't finding at Meijer that I could go to Costco and find. There's this urgency at Costco. Like if you don't get it right now, the next time you come, it won't be there. And I didn't feel like that with Sam's Club. So they've built in this urgency. They've built in. It seems to be more of an event to go to Costco than it does to go to Sam's Club.
They're both warehouse establishments, but Sam's Club feels more warehousey than Costco does. So.
Yeah. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Yeah. So overall, both Ann and I are fans of Costco. If you don't have that extra money to spend on a membership, though, then you're probably going to look at Sam's Club. And I know that Sam's Club runs some online deals. Like they were running an online deal in September, October, where if you joined online, it was only $35 for the year to join. So that's one of those things. like for our friend Chip, for him, it's a proximity thing. He only lives a few minutes from that particular Sam's Club. So for him, it's all about proximity. And I get that. Sometimes you just, you go where what's available to you. So
Yeah, it's
and the
easier.
thing is, there's still a lot of really great stuff at that Sam's Club if that's what's available to you. So, it's going to be worth your money to go there if that's what you want to do. So,
And
all right, we're going to wrap this up because it's late. We've been at this for an hour and 9 minutes. Look at us go.
holy cow.
Holy moly. And the funny thing is, we really have only scratched the surface. I literally could have done 20 more things to compare. Like I said, we did a serious deep dive into Costco and Sam's Club. But thanks for hanging with us, everybody. You spent nearly an hour and 10 minutes with us, learning things about stuff with the brothers, sisters. And remember, we want to hear from you. We loved hearing from you guys tonight. Thanks for watching with us. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for letting
was
us know
fun.
your thoughts, feelings. That was totally awesome. So we love that. Please, answer our poll questions, leave comments, questions. And remember, you guys, we want your questions, concerns, comments, and confessions. I know. Confessions at the Costco with the brothers, sisters. I know.
Exactly. What's your
I feel like
what's your hamburger log look like?
Costco after dark. There we go.
Costco after dark. Sam's Club. It gets a little blue after 5.
What? Wow. And again, a super special thanks to our Sam's Club Sugar Daddy Chip Maley and our Sam's Club Sugar Mama Kelsey Shoemaker. We could not have done this without you. You got us in the door. What can I say? Hey, we got more commentary. Jan Stoffer says, you two are wonderful. Miss you. I miss you too, Jan Stoffer. You are an amazing woman. So yes, love you. Thank you for watching with us. All right, next week, you guys, remember, again, share if you love us. You can support us for literally nothing by simply following us, leaving a review on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, etc., etc. Oops, I got to take that comment off there. Sorry, Jan. All right. So next week, you guys, join us as we talk turkey and potatoes. That's right. Thanksgiving is coming up. My favorite thing to serve and eat at Thanksgiving is turkey. And what's yours?
Mashed potatoes.
That's right. So we're talking about turkey and potatoes next week. So join us next week as we kind of dive into a little bit about turkeys themselves. I'm going to tell you how I love to prepare my turkeys. I consider myself to be an expert turkey maker. So until then, I am Janice Brothers, and with me is my sister.
And brothers.
That's right. I'm going to turn on the music so that people know the show is over. That's right. I'm Janice Brothers. With me is Ann Brothers. We want you to get out there and do something smart, do something dumb, and do something fun. We are out of here.
Bye.
We're dancing.